Welcome back to SwitchOff South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash as always, and today you join me with another Mazda CX-5. So this is the Mazda CX-5 individual auto all-wheel drive petrol engine. The difference between this one and the red one we reviewed two videos ago is the engine. That's the main difference, and obviously this doesn't have the black accents. But before we speak too much about the car, let's speak about Change Cars. What is Change Cars? Change Cars is an online platform where you can buy, sell your vehicle. You can even read blogs of people that blog on Change Cars. You can even watch my videos or other people's videos that are on Change Cars. So go to Change Cars, click, tell them what you want, tell them what you see there. If you like it, comment down below. But before we speak too much about Change Cars, let's speak about the Mazda CX-5. This vehicle, what's the difference between this one and the one I tested before this one? Looks wise first, before we speak about the engine. Looks wise, front grille is the same, just that this one doesn't have the red accent here that the diesel one has. So the diesel one, that's how you tell it's diesel. It has a red tapper in the grille over here, and then the difference, this one doesn't have the black pack, if I should say. So the wheel design is different. It's alloy wheels. As you can see, there's black here, but it also has chrome detailing as well. Then the mirror cups are not black. The other one, the mirror cups are black. That's the difference in front that you can see with your naked eye. But there is just one difference at the back, and let's go to the back. I'll show you the difference. So moving on to the back of this vehicle, there's literally only one difference, well, except for the color, but that one difference is this: the exhaust pipe. This one, because it's not the top of the range, this is the individual. The exhaust pipe are slightly smaller compared to the diesel one. The diesel one, the exhaust pipe is just slightly bigger, but other than that, there's literally no difference between this one and the other one. But I've showed you the look of the car and all of that. We need to speak about 3 things I don't like and 3 things I like about this vehicle. And we start at the bad. 3 things I don't like. Number 1, let's go inside and let me show you. Number 1 that I don't like is this: no black roof lining. This gets dirty very quickly. So I don't like about this car. Number 1.
And the second thing I don't like is the infotainment system. I had to do a voiceover for this one because my mic wasn't recording, but I don't like the infotainment system. It's dated, and there's a facelift Mazda CX-5, and that's basically why I don't like it. I said it in the diesel variant we had. Now moving on to the third thing I like. Let's get it.
And the third thing that I don't like about this vehicle is this: the fuel efficiency. This car claim fuel efficiency is 7.3, but I have not touched anywhere near that. I've been averaging around 9, going to the 10s, but 9, low 9s. There's the third thing I don't like: fuel efficiency. On to the good. 3 things I like about this car. 1, this specific model, I like this color. I'll put the name of the color down there because I'm not gonna say it, but that's number 1. And the second thing I like about this car is the seats. Just look at them. They're comfortable, they look good, they get the job done. Number 3, let's go.
Yet again, my mic wasn't recording, but the third thing I like is the Bose sound system in the Mazda CX-5. Let's get it.
So now you join me inside the Mazda CX-5 individual automatic all-wheel drive. So the main difference between this one and the other one that I had on test is the engine. This is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated petrol, and obviously those figures, like me telling you it's a 2.5 liter, you should know that fuel efficiency is going to be a problem, and it is a problem. One of my dislikes about this car, you guys saw that, but now I'm going to tell you more about it because it's naturally aspirated and it's such a big engine. When you want to put your foot down, you're asking a bit too much for the car, so the car ends up overworking, and when a car overworks, it ends up using more fuel than it should. So that's the main problem about the CX-5. But if you haven't driven the diesel CX-5, then you won't find the CX-5 at fault at all. Like, you won't find that at fault. But because I drove that at first, I know what's better, and what is better is the diesel, because it gives you your power now. When you want it low end, it gives you this one. You have to rev it out. Even now you can hear it's droning. So I even mentioned it in the Mazda breakfast I did, that this car drones, like it's droning there, and it's uphill, it'll go, then change. So that's what I don't like about this specific vehicle. So I'd opt for the diesel one. So here, power wise, you're looking at 143 kilowatts and 257 newton meters of torque. For petrol engine, it's okay, but honestly, this vehicle, Mazda needs to downsize the engine capacity, the 2.5, downsize it, add a turbo. will be much better for literally everyone that owns this vehicle, because that's what the competitors are doing. And even competitors are introducing hybrid vehicles like the Haval 6, cheaper than this vehicle, and they have a whole range. They have all sorts of ranges. So they have hybrid, they have the GT, which is turbocharged. Haval vehicles are all turbocharged, so you need to know where you fit. Are you willing to spend 700,000 for this vehicle? I personally wouldn't, but if I were to spend over 700,000, I'd say go for the diesel. Power wise, it does get the job done. Literally, when you put your foot down, it will give you what you want, but eventually, eventually. The gearbox is mated to 6-speed gearbox, same one that's in the diesel one. Reacts perfectly, gives you what you want when you want it. It does, because this is the petrol one, it has two minds basically. Sometimes it's not too sure which gear to go to, and when it is sure, it ends up pulling a bit too long. Unlike the diesel does early shift. This one pulls a bit too long for my liking. The paddle shifters, I've never used them. Same thing in the diesel. I don't think you'd ever use them. Mazda putting them on here for decoration, aesthetics. Personally, I don't think you'd use them. And the people that do drive those vehicles, you're looking at the mom side of things. Even male do buy it, but you're not buying a Mazda CX-5 to be a race car driver. But honestly, that's just my overall thoughts of this petrol Mazda CX-5. Which one to go for? Petrol, diesel? Diesel. The petrol a bit too expensive. If you can't afford the diesel and you want the petrol, look at the entry model ones. There's the active. I'll put all the price lists of the entry level till this one. Go for the 2 liter. There's 2 liter ones. Go for those. If you're forcing your bank and you want this one, don't buy it. Buy the diesel one. But other than that, it's time for me to properly recommend this vehicle and tell you if I like it, if I would buy it, and if I would recommend it to you. And I'm going to speak a bit more about the recommendation. But yeah, let's go to the recommendation. Now we're at the most important part of the review, the end. So those 3 important statements I always ask myself. So 1, do I like the car? 2, would I buy the car? 3, would I recommend the car? 1, do I like the car? Yes. 2, would I buy the car? No. 3, would I recommend the car? No. Let me tell you why. Recommendation, those cars, you're looking at 708,000 Rand. That's a lot of money. The diesel one, the one that I like more than this, is the one I recommend. And that one is looking at an extra 30,000 because that one is priced at 742,000 Rand. This car competes with the likes of the Kia Sportage, Nissan Qashqai. Hopefully you'll get those on test, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts and compare that car to this. And then I'll tell you whether to buy those cars or this one. So recommendation, this car, no, I wouldn't. 708,000 is a lot of money, and you're going to spend plus 700,000 on a Mazda. Just break your bank and get the diesel one, because this one doesn't give you that like the diesel. I'm Nicky Nash from SwitchOff South Africa. I hope you guys are liking the content. Comment down below what you think of my review, of my new reviewing style, and I hope you guys are liking it. But we're calling it. See you next time.